Internet. It is Friday night, and we got a check-in here, going live daily throughout the coronavirus shelter in place here in Illinois, the great state of Illinois. And of course, tomorrow being the real show, Saturday morning chill coming at you fairly bright and maybe early, maybe not too early. This evening, just want to check in real quick and maybe look at the news together. I haven't spent enough time looking what I would call directly at the news, so that's what I was just going to do right now while I'm seeing if some of you all are jumping on. So to do that, let's see, we're going to go here, and oh my goodness, I am missing a particular menu. There it is. Kabam! And we'll go back to there, and we can look at the news together a little bit here. Let's see. I gotta get some stuff out of my line of sight. Live news coverage from the New York Times. We got updates. U.S. becomes first country to report 100,000 confirmed cases. That's interesting. And of course, CNN's making sure we know that Trump is doing bad stuff. Good thing they're there to keep him in check. Otherwise, we would really have to question some stuff. Good evening, John. Good evening, Stacy. Thanks for tuning in. The World Health Organization looks like they got pretty much the same information here about how to keep yourself safe, how to budget for the response. That's interesting. Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, coronavirus, MERS, SARS. So they're talking about other stuff that's related to coronavirus, which is interesting as well. I don't know. What's going on where you're at? Is there any more like news? Like have strange things happened? Let's see. CDC.gov travel notice. Oh, that's interesting. What's this one about here? Oh, this is nice. Okay. Travel notice. Global pandemic. Hashtag. Avoid all non-essential international travel. Good. If you travel, your plans may be disrupted due to travel restrictions, flight cancellations. Good to know. When did they release that? Today. Just now. Alrighty. That's good to know. What else do we know? Anything else special? Doesn't look like there's much news. All I'm getting is, again, Trump is a bad guy. There, see? Oh, but he's signed. Dude, this can't go good for our inflation and our monetary policy in the long run. But I really think it's amazing that they're going to be giving extra money for each child you have. That is going to add up in my family. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's a fascinating thing. You know, pumping printed cash into the economy is not actually pumping money into the economy. So this could stimulate us. It could also just turn us into pre-First World War, Second World War, Germany. The inflation was so bad. It was First World War, I think. Inflation was so bad at one point in their history that you would have to have a barrel to carry the paper money you would need to buy a cup of coffee, that kind of thing. So who knows? But topping 100,000 cases, okay. I'm still not sure that this is a reason for me to be terrified. I'm pretty confident that more than that many people get the cold and the flu every year. And since, again, all the news I've seen says that's what this is. Oh, difficult to hear. Do I have the wrong mic on? Oh, that would really be awful. I do. What a disappointing thing. I am certain at this point I sound better. Thank you. I'm glad I checked. I got to give props. Hold on. Super props. How do I get back to this? There we go. Oh, no, Marsha. Thank you. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do but fail. So there we go. Hopefully you've heard some of what I've been saying. That makes the early viewing of the video really annoying. I'm sorry if you made it this far. National death toll surpasses 1,500. Well, that's interesting. I can't do the math in my head, although I should be able to. What are we looking at there? Less than, that's 1.5%? Yeah, 1.5% for the death toll of known, this is so key. Wolfmeal and I talked about this on the podcast. Known cases. Because many people are going to get this and not even really know they have it. And that's what we know from what I've read about it. Yeah. That it can just be like a light cough, barely, and you don't even know you had it, and then it goes. So we're hardly at 1.5% kill ratio at this point, which is less than what the news channels have been saying, 2%, and it's just fabricated. You have to really do fake math to get to that point. So we have more total than China and Italy. That is kind of amazing. Risen rapidly due to testing. Of course, it's transformed our life. Beginning in California. By Friday, 2 dozen states, the Navajo Nation had told their residents to stay home. Wow.
Trump laments his political fate and attacks Democratic governors. That sounds like a fair headline. So I don't care that much about it. Oh, look, there's a picture of him, though. Every time they put a picture up, they think it's hurting him, and they don't realize they're just helping him. Trump signs $2 trillion stimulus plan clearing way for checks for Americans. I'm surprised they're covering it. Sorry, that's my bias there. Jimmy's Hot Dogs. All right. For like small businesses, right? Yeah. So much of that going on here. We got the picture of threatening America's middle. Communities like Greenville, Mississippi, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, New Orleans, Milwaukee, Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland, seeing spikes, shortages of masks, ventilators, and emergency gear. We kind of knew that was coming. After expressing doubts about the need for more ventilators, Trump pushes industry to make more. Good for him. Prime Minister Boris Johnson of Britain and the healthcare secretary test positive. Yeehaw. Photos take you inside a hard-hit Italian town. Oh, my. Yeah, so that's sad. That's real sad. Here we go. No country has been hit harder by the coronavirus pandemic than Italy, where officials announced Friday that more than 950 people had died. That's interesting. Okay. So, in the past 24 hours. There you go. Whew, okay. Highest daily tally yet, coming to 9,000. Now, just hold on a second. I just gotta say. Now, Italy population. Oh, come on. 9,000 people out of 60 million. Just saying. I'm not saying we should be cold-hearted about this. I'm saying we all got to know what planet we live on. And a killer disease is different than a disease that sometimes kills people. And that's an important distinction to know in the next month of your liberties. Certain areas have suffered the most. Italy's staggering toll suggests that its early attempts to stem the outbreak lag behind the trajectory. Yeah, it also, my understanding is it has to do with a lot to do with the aging demographics of the population. They're a top-heavy, like beyond baby boomer heavy, elderly population heavy country, and so they have more people who are at risk, right? So it's penetrated the highest walls in the Vatican. Oh my. The Vatican on Tuesday said an official who lives in the Pope's residence tested positive. That is impressive that it got there that quick. But we're all going to get this thing. Now the Vatican is testing scores of those who have been, and they're isolating Francis, who has tested negative twice. Who says this? The Pope. Oh, he speaks. For weeks now, it has been evening. Well, thick darkness has gathered over our squares, our streets, and our cities. It has taken over our lives. Oh, Francis. A time for speaking. Okay, we're just going to leave him behind. Doctors find the coronavirus affects some patients in subtle and unexpected ways. Well, that's interesting. Mostly it's your lungs. Pneumonia is it when it gets really bad. Typically, you might get a fever or cough. Some patients, one in Brooklyn, symptoms of not respiratory disease but heart attack. It was acute myocarditis, a severe inflammation of the heart. It's been seen in patients with other things such as MERS and H1N1, the swine flu. So other not killer colds, but colds which sometimes kill, also have had similar kind of impacts, and it's a very small percentage, so you certainly should worry about it right now. Patients with coronavirus infections and heart complications have a risk of death nearly 4 times higher than those without heart complications. So yeah, that type 2 diabetes ain't doing you any favors. Yeah, you know that. You've known that since the moment they told you it was on the horizon, right? Yeah. So I know. I feel like it. I know what it was like to feel helpless in that situation too. But it is. It's reality. Yeah, you face it one way or the other. Other doctors have been keeping a close watch. Yeah. Okay. Cruise ship to nowhere. 4 are dead on a cruise ship with nowhere to dock. Oh. Holland's American Zaandam cruise ship. The fate of the vessel unclear. Denied permission to cross the Panama Canal. Yikes. I guess you get an extended cruise if you're healthy. I don't know. Prevent it. Yeah. Bullships. Yeah. People are sick. Remain on it until it's over. So 4 dead out of 1,243 guests plus 586 crew members, 34 nations. Wall Street drops after its best 3-day run since 1933. So we had like our worst drop since 2008 or even beyond that. And now we ran all the way back as fast as we could since the last time we had a real problem like this. Look at that. Stocks fell Friday as investors who initially cheered progress on a $2 trillion aid package. Yeah. S&P dropped more than 3% on Friday. Stocks in Europe are lower. That means it's time to buy. If you don't have stocks, I'm just saying, don't sell them right now. Whatever you're doing, don't sell. Okay? If you got something, don't sell. Don't. Wait a year or 3. It's all going to be back. Just calm down. It's the way this goes. We've known a bubble was there. We've been running a historic run. It's like 12 years. It's supposed to reset every 8 to 10 with a recession. We were running 12 years, 13 years on just like historic levels. And it took this. We had to shut it down ourselves. Maybe that's good for us. I don't know. Maybe it'll help us in the long run. I don't know. I don't like the implications of the global economy stuff, but I do know this. You don't want to sell anything right now. Don't sell on the drop. Don't. Sorry. Google some other monetary policy or good budgeting and good investment standards. Everyone will tell you, unless they're telling you buy this, and they're trying to sell you one thing. They're going to say buy when it's low, sell when it's high. When it's low, don't sell. Don't sell. Whatever you do, don't sell. South Africa locks down the most restrictive action on the African continent. What else can you do to protect yourself besides washing your hands and learning that rubbing alcohol is probably better than, say, vinegar? That was my thing I saw today. All right, that's enough of that. We'll jump over here back to normal style. I got to get my most annoying thing. I have to hit 2 buttons every time to get us there. So, going to the sidebar here. Ardith, first comment at the bottom, just says no. Definitely not. But John the Documentarian says it feels like panic is dying out there in the Midwest. Yeah, the panic seems to be going away here. I mean, there's a house like right there for sale, and it just went up 3 days ago, and I swear there were so many cars that went by that house today. It was crazy. You would never have thought people were afraid to do anything. Psalm 137 is putting songs on the Willows from the musical Godspell. Yes, it's also covered by Sublime, original reggae piece called By the Rivers of Babylon. Far better than On the Willows there. And Sublime's version of it has to be my absolute favorite. Acoustic all the way. John the Secretary. Oh, already got that one. What am I doing? Stacy says, I'd like to know if it shows we are flattening the curve as they wanted us to. Yeah, it'd be nice if they would tell us anything substantive, but there's been a million sources of information, and who knows? With the right mic, you sound plenty good. Yeah, if you just turn the computer to aim at the right thing, sometimes it works. Right, Stacy, I hear you. Because I had allergies kicking in right before all this happened. So I'm pretty confident I don't have it. I don't think I've been exposed. But, yeah, allergies. Hard to say. Every time I blow my nose, I feel bad. I'm going to scare somebody at Costco. East Texas checking in this evening with LCMS Christian. Let's see here. Fisher says, wash his hands. That's right. Woohoo says, Rigabo, better right on. Yeah, better. That's, you guys are on the deep. But no one can top Noah Schrader with that. There you go. Oh, you're all referring to the better audio. Yeah, right. There you go. Better audio. Clapping for the audio. You guys are mean. Better. You know what? Sometimes people just fail, and they need to be allowed to fail and just be really failures at what they do. Look, you can't even see my eyeballs right now. Glad the Kennedy Center got money in this relief bill. I don't even want to know, but I know too much just from what you said, and I don't want to know any more than that, because that's the way it works, man. That someone's getting rich on this thing every single time. Don't sell your stocks. Exactly right, Art. Don't do it. Hold. Buy some Bitcoin right now. It dropped like in half, and it ain't going to stay down. If you're into Bitcoin, I should listen to my own advice. I keep saying it, and I keep not doing it. So, yeah, because it's Friday night, and because tomorrow's Saturday morning show, and because that's what I'm going to talk about, I think we're just going to call that it for this evening. But I'll be back tomorrow morning with your regular show. It's going to be sadly the new background for the moment, but I'm probably not going to be, I don't know. We're working on potentially having a new location for this studio. and I don't want to set too much up here, and then have to move it all again. So we're looking at a bad background for a little while. Maybe I can put my books on the ground back there again. I don't know. But anyway, we'll see you tomorrow morning for Saturday morning chill. And in the meantime, enjoy your Friday evening. Take a deep breath. Rest easy. Don't wallow in the muck with those who have no hope. And as you well know, rock on.